What is the largest organ in the human body? Answer: skin. How many bones are in the adult human body? Answer: 206. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Answer: stapes. Which muscle is primarily responsible for breathing? Answer: diaphragm. What do red blood cells carry? Answer: oxygen. What is the longest bone in the human body? Answer: femur. Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? Answer: cerebellum. Which organ filters blood to produce urine? Answer: kidney. What is the longest nerve in the human body? Answer: sciatic. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering? Answer: iris. What is the primary function of the large intestine? Answer: water absorption. Which gland regulates metabolism? Answer: thyroid. What is the anatomical term for the voice box? Answer: larynx. Which organ produces insulin? Answer: pancreas. What is the function of platelets in the blood? Answer: clotting. Which gland is located above the kidneys? Answer: adrenal. What is the primary function of white blood cells? Answer: immunity. Which part of the brain is responsible for memory formation? Answer: hippocampus. What is another name for the collarbone? Answer: clavicle. Which organ detoxifies chemicals and metabolizes drugs? Answer: liver. What is the anatomical term for the windpipe? Answer: trachea. Which part of the brain controls voluntary muscle movements? Answer: motor cortex. Which organ filters blood and helps fight infections? Answer: spleen. What is the common name for the patella? Answer: kneecap. What is the largest artery in the human body? Answer: aorta. Which part of the ear is responsible for balance? Answer: semicircular canals. Which part of the digestive system absorbs most nutrients? Answer: small intestine. What is the main muscle of the calf? Answer: gastrocnemius. What is the bone of the upper arm? Answer: humerus. Which organ produces bile? Answer: liver. What prevents food from entering the windpipe? Answer: epiglottis. Which part of the brain controls heartbeat and breathing? Answer: medulla oblongata. What connects muscles to bones? Answer: tendons. Which skin cells produce pigment? Answer: alveoli. What are the tiny air sacs in the lungs called? Answer: alveoli. Which bone forms the forehead? Answer: frontal. Which system maintains fluid balance and defends against infection? Answer: lymphatic. What is the spiral-shaped organ of hearing in the inner ear? Answer: cochlea. What is the lower jawbone called? Answer: mandible. Which lobe of the brain processes visual information? Answer: occipital. Which organ produces digestive enzymes and insulin? Answer: pancreas. What is the larger bone of the lower leg? Answer: tibia. Which part of the brain regulates temperature and hunger? Answer: hypothalamus. Which organ stores urine? Answer: bladder. What is the upper jawbone called? Answer: maxilla. Which area of the brain is responsible for speech production? Answer: Broca's area. Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? Answer: arteries. What type of joint is the shoulder? Answer: ball and socket. What is the main function of the pancreas? Answer: produce insulin. What part of the brain controls speech comprehension? Answer: Wernicke's area.